Realty Insight, brought to you by North Bay Property Shop, a member of Century 21 Blue Sky Region Realty Team.
It's that time of week once again. Realty Insight, Century 21, Leeann Noel, all the good stuff. Thank you for coming in today.
Always a pleasure being here, Clarke. Thank you.
Today, we're talking about fun Canadian real estate facts. Now, this is all new to me. I have a bunch of headers to go through, and then you're going to fill us in on the interesting facts about that.
I would love that.
Looking forward to it. We're going to start it off. Part of Canada is on Mars. Well, sort of, ...
Yes, so it's interesting to know that there is a crater on the planet of Mars that's named after the town of Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador. This is to honor its history in pioneering aviation and its efforts in space research. So due to its location and runway capacity, Gander International Airport was a designated alternate landing site for NASA's Space Shuttle program. Gander Airport can handle the world's largest, fastest, and heaviest aircrafts.
Old Quebec is the last walled city north of Mexico.
Yes, so Quebec's Old Town is the only North American fortified city north of Mexico to still have its walls. These walls acted as areas of the defense system between 1608 and 1871. You can find at least 11 different architectural styles in upper and lower towns, which makes sense given the area has been around for 100 plus years. So if buyers are dreaming of cobblestone streets, towering cathedrals, bistros, boutiques that you'd really expect to find in a European city, Quebec City might just be the place for them.
No one locks their doors in Churchill, Manitoba.
Yes, let's head out to Manitoba. This is interesting. So it's because the polar bears roam freely in this town of Churchill. So keeping the doors unlocked, particularly car doors, ensures residents can make a quick escape if they encountered an unruly polar bear. Churchill also has one of the world's only polar bear jails, more accurately known as a polar bear holding facility, complete with air-conditioned cells.
Interesting.
Yes.
Most people in Canada live within 2 hours of the United States. Dense population beside our friends to the south.
That's right. So the Canada-U.S. border is the longest non-militarized border in the world, spanning 8,891 kilometers. About 90% of Canadians live within 160 kilometers of that border. Most of the population is condensed into urban cities such as Montreal, Vancouver, and Toronto.
Not us.
That's not us.
The Little House.
The Little House. So speaking of Toronto, before tiny homes were a fad, Arthur Whedon built what was considered the first of its kind, affectionately referred to as the Little House. It's Toronto's smallest house that sits on a lot meant to be just wide enough for a car to fit through. That's about 300 square feet.
Has this property been sold recently, or has it been under the same possession for a long time?
Well, the Whedon family, they lived there for 20 plus years. But yes, it has come on and off the market.
The Half House.
The Half House, which located in Toronto. This is another home that's made national headlines. This house is located at 54th and a half St. Patrick Street, and it was built in 1890 in a row of 6 other identical residences. So what happened in the 1950s, a developer snatched up the other row houses, but 54 and a half refused. So you can find the building, which really does look like a laser has cut it in half. And this is located just a few blocks from Nathan Phillips Square.
Last but certainly not least, Canada or Denmark.
Yes, so you can say this is the most polite territorial conflict in history. Canada and Denmark have quietly disputed their claim to Hans Island, a remote piece of land in the Arctic, and this has been going on for decades. Both countries periodically visit the island to remove the other country's flag and then leave behind a bottle of Danish schnapps or Canadian whiskey, respectively.
Any properties for sale there?
Not that I'm aware of, but it'd be great to look into that.
You'll be back 2 weeks from now, and we'll be going over some December statistics and ways to get your home sold in the current market.
Yeah, absolutely. Really talking about the right marketing strategy for that particular home and for the client's needs.
Leeann Noel, our viewers are more educated than they were before the segment started. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
There is Leeann Noel of Century 21. We've reached a quick break. More news, weather, and sports right after this.
Realty Insight, brought to you by North Bay Property Shop, a member of Century 21 Blue Sky Region Realty Team.